Hey, welcome to Sister to Sister.
Hold on, I'm trying to put your name up.
All right, I'm just saying, like we're
Oh, people's on.
live.
Oh, I'm
Nigga,
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to Sister Lady Christ.
While my eye, first we're gonna get into our Bible study Tuesdays.
There you go.
We're gonna take it to the beginning. Oh, here's Superior Name. Say your name, Superior Name. Superior.
You guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, how y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
I'm about to describe this bullshit creation story.
We're gonna we're
Excited.
gonna take it back to the beginning. Usually on Bible study Tuesdays we hop, skip, and jump all through the Bible. So we thought maybe we would come to the beginning and see if there are any discrepancies inside of the Bible. So let's get into that. So we're gonna read the King James version of the Genesis 1, but I will be going into the actual Hebrew so we can kind of look at the words that are being used, see if it makes sense. So, Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Right there, let me just read down until everything is created and then we'll break it down, okay? So I can stop, pausing and starting. But let's go. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved of the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and gathering together of all the seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So boring, man. And grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, divide from the night, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So backwards by reading it. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. I'm going to just pause there because there's already just a lot to digest because it just is already clearly some bullshit being spoken here. So I just want to point out, in the Hebrew, let's tether the Hebrew in there.
Oh, I took it now. Slow.
Oh, it was running slow.
Yeah, look at this.
Okay. Well, the point of it is we're going to just skip past the fact that, in the beginning, God, the word for God was Elohim. We're going to skip past the fact that that's a plural word. We're going to skip past the fact that it's speaking on multiple beings, not just one being. It's masculine plural. We'll skip past that and we'll take a look at the fact that it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. So, heaven, a lot of people will try to say it's not space, but clearly it's trying to say it's space. But whatever. It created just empty space and then the earth. That obviously is not true. Okay. If you
Whole
even
stories are true.
exactly. But I if you understand the Big Bang Theory, okay, if you're up to date in science, you know that everything exploded from one point and process in the earth, okay? And I guarantee you that in the beginning, it wasn't space, empty space, and then the earth popped up, okay? There was a lot of other things that happened, okay? And for instance, this is pretty much alluding to the fact that water was created before the sun, okay? So it's saying that it's dividing the waters, blase, blase. And I just wanted to point out that you need the sun to make oxygen. And we all know water is H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Suns fuse hydrogen and helium in order to make oxygen. That's the only way water is here. So it's pretty much making it seem like water was created before stars, even though we know that without stars, there wouldn't be water because the sun fuses elements like helium and hydrogen in order to make heavier elements like oxygen, if that makes sense to anybody. But bottom line is that just blows the whole creation story. You pretty much insinuating that the earth was created before the sun and water was created before the sun because the sun makes the elements in order to produce water. Like they're saying, like they're making it seem like either there's no oxygen in the water, like it's some special water, or this is just purely bullshit. You know? And I feel like if you read more than one book, like a science book, you would see how elements are created in the universe and how all elements are present in the universe and that we are the universe. So I just think that that point is weird, you know.
I think it's weird.
Not to mention the whole we were made from the rib. I didn't even get down to when humans were created, but you can speak a little bit
Do you
more
want to do
about.
a segment on Adam and Eve?
I mean, we can talk about Adam and Eve now because it's a part of Genesis 1 when they created man. We can go into depth about their sin and all that bullshit, but just how they were created. Like, don't you agree, Superior and A, that that's ridiculous how they say that a man was first and then a woman was made from a man's rib when we all, see otherwise? Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's some bullshit. Like, I definitely agree with that.
Shouldn't they have one rib?
Right, like how do we both man and woman have the same amount of ribs? It's not like they're missing one.
I used to always think a man was missing a rib growing up. And I found out it was like, I don't know when I found out they had two ribs. I think I was in my 20s actually when I found this out, my early 20s, that men had two ribs. Because I was arguing with somebody, no, we came from men, they have one rib. No, it's two.
Oh, you mean like the actual rib cage? You thought they were missing a whole
Yeah.
entire rib? Wow.
Yeah.
It's just, I thought they were missing because I know there's actual individual ribs on each side. I'm not sure how many. I think it's like 12. But I thought one was going to be missing.
Not just the whole rib cage was missing.
Interesting.
I did.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it seems like the Bible wants to suppress you from gaining knowledge. And I feel like that's interesting because our ancestors' creation story, you would kind of parallel the good guy to Lucifer in the Bible, because if you go back,
That's my nigga.
even before, the ancient Kemet civilization, there was a civilization that was also feeding off of Kemet. They were going back and forth, and that was the ancient civilization of Sumeria. And Sumeria, these motherfuckers' creation story seems like the exact same as the Bible, only the good guy in their shit is the bad guy in the Bible, which is it makes sense because when you kill off somebody's civilization, you're going to make their god the bad guy in your religion.
Mm,
You know, it's interesting.
facts.
And what was their religion? What was their
Uh,
little?
it wasn't necessarily a religion, I would say. They just had the way I have. This is how I interpret it. I interpret the facts in this way. I think that they were personifying the cosmos or the stars in the sky. So Kemet, even Sumeria, I don't think they were literal in their texts. But if they were literal, I don't believe that God came to them in any form. Like I think it would have been aliens, if anything, because everything that they say is plural. Before all this monotheistic one God shit, there were multiple gods that were being worshipped. So Sumeria, the story of the Anunnaki, pretty much Anil and someone named Inky. They were gods. There were several gods. These were just like the two main ones in the creation story. But all of these,
Are they male gods or female gods?
they were males.
Okay.
They were males. So, yeah. Because the thing is, like, the way I see it, they were aliens. So if you're astronauts, like you're going to leave the women and children on your home planet, right? Because that's kind of dangerous traveling into interstellar space. So it makes sense if aliens were to come, it would probably be a majority male crew. So that's how I interpret it. But anyway, two of them, Anil, Nikki, they were in a fight about humans because the story goes these characters came to Earth and it was pretty fucked up, kind of like the Bible describes. Not it was without form, but it was just a fucked up planet, and they terraformed it. So they had technology to pretty much move water and terraform and change the structure of the land. This is how the story goes. And one of the aliens was like, okay, let's create a species. So they created humans. All of these powerful beings created humans. And there was a divide between whether or not humans should possess a certain type of intellect. So one side wanted humans to stay dumb and remain slaves. They built us, initially as a slave race for them. So one side wanted us to stay stupid and slaves, which would parallel God not wanting us to eat the fruit. And then the other side, they wanted us to be more like them. They wanted to give us more intellect and teach us what they know. So it was a war, pretty much. They were fighting about
This shit
that.
sounds very crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
You believe the story?
No, I think it's mythology. I'm just showing you where the Bible got it from. And, a lot of the Semitic people, like the Hyksos, and even after that, all the colonization going on by white people, I feel like they flipped the stories and made it seem evil, what we believe, how we describe the cosmos, because you already know in Kemet, we personified everything. We personified the sun, all the stars we saw, we turned them into actual beings. And I feel like the Bible kind of tried to steal some shit that they thought we knew factually, but it wasn't really facts. It was like a wild guess. I mean, they were all right about the star system of Sirius. That's where all aliens are supposedly supposed to come from, but that's the brightest star in the sky. So that's why I think they always pointed to Sirius.
Mm.
But yeah, I believe older texts are describing aliens or they're just personifying the stars. But the Bible clearly plagiarizes it because you see the words that are being used. Like even the very first sentence, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was without form, and he moved over the waters. The word waters there is the same Hebrew word waters used for when they were saying they created water and land. So it's the same shit. Like I feel like it's all describing the same things. You go
White people are aliens.
white people. You believe in aliens?
Yes, I
I
do.
feel like I honestly feel like us black people are the aliens. Honestly.
I don't think we're.
You think we're the
And I
aliens?
say that because I say that I the story you just told me about, I feel like I could kind of um see what you're saying, you know, the story, like I could, you know, make a theory with that.
Really? What do you think
Yeah,
about
I definitely feel like us black people, we are the aliens. I do believe that we probably came from a different planet, a planet that was probably you know, like a bad planet, you know, because I believe in different dimensions and realms. I feel like the universe is endless. So I definitely believe that we came here, you know, from a different planet because they say that the human eyeball, like that's, you can't just make a human eyeball, I guess, or something like that. Like that's the most, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely do believe that we are aliens and we came here because we had technology. We had all that technology and all that knowledge when we came here to start creating different shit. So I could definitely.
I can get down with aliens before I can get down with like God, like the actual source energy. Because I
Yeah.
believe God is energy. And the more energy that you're able to control, the bigger the God you are. So I can see extraterrestrials being confused with God because they had so much power over so much energy. So they're powering spaceships and terraforming shit. I can see aliens doing it, multiple technical civilizations, but the whole God scenario, I don't think that's right.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
a question. Shit.
But I believe it's the
Hi,
stars
Monty.
describing the stars. I can't get down with actual aliens until I have proof. But I mean, it's more likely than God or mono God.
I definitely. Why don't you feel like aliens? Like why don't you feel like there? It could
No, I
be.
believe it's possible because, like you said,
Oh, you
it's an
believe it's
infinite
possible. Oh,
universe.
okay.
I can
Okay.
get down with aliens before I can get down with God doing anything. Aliens, when I think of aliens, I think that just conscious energy just like us. They're just more advanced. You know, they're able to control a lot more energy than us. I imagine aliens being able to use the energy of whole solar systems or whole stars. You know what I mean? So that's why we probably confuse them as God. But aliens, like I said, I had never seen one, so it's hard for me to be like, yeah, factually, boom, boom. I can guess. I'm more lenient on the alien shit than I am on the God thing. You know what I mean? Because the universe is infinite. A lot of planets are in a good spot to form, just like our planet. And who knows? They could have had a lot more time to advance than us. So they're moving around. So I don't know.
Okay, so I have a question for
Hey,
you,
Abu.
Janae. So if you feel like that we are the aliens that we came down here to this earth to create, so was it wrong for them to put us in slavery if we invaded their space?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
why?
But the thing about white people is they are black people. Okay, they are recessive genes of us. They are mutants. Okay, so I know y'all probably don't feel that, but I'm telling you, if you look up where did white people come from, they are recessive genes of black people because it all started in Africa. Okay, that's
But
where
we but
I guess.
You don't think we
I'm
would
sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but you said we all started from Africa, but you just said we came from a different planet. So are you trying to say the people on Earth that they were black also? Like, because I don't understand.
that that's what
Hold on, what I'm trying to say, the aliens that came from a different planet landed in Africa, the best suitable place for agriculture and to grow shit. You feel me? That's the most suitable place to farm and shit like that. So I think they went there to set their roots from a different planet. And that shit, I don't know, for certain, it feels right. Like it feels
it
right even
sounds
with.
better than a loving God, because the Bible shows that God doesn't love
I mean, it
everybody.
does sound better, but what I'm trying to say, if we came from a different planet, and these other people from these planets, like from Earth, like the aliens or the white people, the recessive genes. Why wouldn't, like, if that's the case, why wouldn't they get mad they see us coming over here trying to create shit? Why wouldn't, you still don't feel as right? It was okay for us to be in slavery,
That's,
like, because I'm just trying to.
we're filling in the blanks though.
Okay.
Like that's not the Sumerian creation story, because
Uh-huh.
supposedly the Anunnaki came to Earth and there was not shit. There was nothing.
Good morning, Brandon. Let me go change me.
Yeah. Pretty much we're trying to fill in the blanks, but their perspective was the Earth was nothing. They terraformed the Earth and then created humans as a slave race. I'm not sure about there actually being animals already there because they had to terraform it. So now you're kind of saying that there were already beings on Earth and then aliens came down. And then
no. What I'm saying is we are the alien, and then the thing is, it was dinosaurs before there were humans. So maybe we wiped the dinosaurs out and came to their planet to set roots. And then, once we got to this planet, everybody start traveling because everybody are subspecies from Africa. So motherfuckers start traveling and shit. The Caucasus people went to the Caucasus Mountains. They started to mutate. Okay, they started to mutate. They started to change, adapt to their environment, and that's what a lot of people understand. You adapt to your environment. The environment is always changing because the universe is always giving you what you fucking need. So, with that being said, since it's cold, you got the pointy nose, you got the long hair, you got the ass skin. So with that being cold and shit like that, you feel me? There's nothing really to eat. So they're in defense mode. You feel me? Like they can't be friendly because shit, we gotta eat before they eat type shit. We gotta survive. They're in survival mode, which is us in Africa. You feel me? It ain't like that. We ain't gotta be like that because it's a lot for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when they come, when they travel back to Africa, it's like, oh damn, like, you feel me? Like, damn, they got all this, we ain't even got all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the jealousy sets in at, because white people are naturally like jealous and barbaric and stuff like that. So that's just my theory.
I mean, if you wrote that in the Bible, that would make more sense than, water being created before stars. Because I mean, like, I like to go based off the evidence, and I feel like there's a strong evidence with evolution and how things evolve after time. And, aliens make sense before, a God being who created everything, then being able to still interact with its creation. It's far-fetched for me. I would go for the aliens all day, but I feel like the aliens don't want us to worship them. I feel like a species that can travel, the speed of light possibly, or have some wormholes or something. I feel like these beings are in peace. They wanna expand. So what Abu talking about?
I feel like
Genesis being equivalent to island meaning isolation, or isolated to produce different stock. Yeah, I mean, but I can also, I mean, are you saying that you agree with the fact that aliens came and altered our genetics, or are you saying that kind of goes with evolution and the fact that we are simple molecules who have evolved into first simple organisms like single cell organisms, multiple cell organisms? I feel like that's evolution.
I feel like we created ourselves. We created ourselves from energy.
Well, yeah, because we are, like I just said, we're a progression of shit. Like we progress. I feel like even when we were atoms, like I I feel like I was a hydrogen atom at one point. Element meant one. I was just moving around. I might have bumped into another hydrogen atom. We became helium. Evolution. So I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe aliens did come and speed this shit up because maybe we were taking so long because we were acting barbaric, around all the
No,
time.
I don't think us as black people were ever barbaric. We could never be barbaric because everything we needed was right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think
Mm.
we were ever barbaric. I think the Caucasus people were barbaric. You know?
Well, I mean, so this whole creation story is fucking confusing within itself, you know? Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I feel like we're not going to know. I think everything is what it is.
I think I have a better idea than the Bible.
Yeah, yeah, we have a better idea of it. It was no fucking created
Yeah.
and all the bullshit and
Bible
stuff.
people believe in evolution and the Big Bang Theory. They're just saying that God made the Big Bang. Like, how did the bang happen? And I'm like, okay, how do you know that there aren't multiple universes? How do you know this universe isn't expanding and collapsing on itself? There could be multiple reasons besides God. I think God is a lazy excuse for people who don't like to think. Like,
Yeah.
God did that. Find some money on the floor. God did it. Like, no, somebody dropped their fucking
Probably
money.
salty as fuck right now.
Right,
Yeah.
salty as fuck. Vibratory beings. Vibration exists before anything material. Facts. That vibration, I call energy. I call it energy.
We are
It's a
energy.
vibe. It's a
We are
vibe.
energy. I don't know. I mean, the creation story. I mean, you talking about aliens coming down here and all that shit. Which I feel like they still are coming down here, and I feel like some aliens,
They come
not
visit. They don't want to. I feel like they don't expose themselves because we're barbaric. We're
probably
still
they're
crazy.
exposed themselves. Trump
How?
is an alien.
I mean,
Who?
but he say he was an alien. Like, when I say
Who?
exposed, them coming on TV being like, "Look,
Trump.
I'm from the planet Sirius, and I have come here
Cause they know
to."
they're gonna get murked.
That's what I'm saying. They don't expose themselves because they know
I
we're
feel like
crazy.
this.
We
I feel
don't. We
like this.
Bible. We still believe the creation story of the fucking Bible. Like, come on now. Like, they thinking we doing physics and shit here. Hell no.
Right. I feel like this, like back in the ancient times, I'm pretty sure they used to reveal themselves, you feel me? Because we were smarter, we were more connected back then, you feel me? Like, but now it's like motherfuckers is so weird. Like they don't I feel like it's hard for them to accept that if there were aliens, like but I do believe that there are aliens, but I think it would be hard for some people to accept the fact because they're so simple, and they, you know,
I was watching something and a Christian, they believed aliens, right? They believed it could be possible, right? But they said, well, then who made the aliens?
Who made God?
Like, that's what I was getting ready to say. This bang was an active thought by a being that existed as a higher vibration. Okay, are there multiple beings or is there just one singular being? Because then we go back to the whole God concept. You know what I mean? There could be multiple beings in multiple universes being pretty much manifested by these thoughts, or this vibrational energy. So I feel like the rabbit hole goes deep, the same way people can say, oh, God is eternal. There's only one God. I can say the multiverse is eternal and it's a web of everything. So it's all opinions. Yeah,
right.
everything is
But it's just apparent
vibration.
that God not, he ain't real. So I don't understand why people don't accept that fact. Like I feel like my whole life
They
was a
can't. They
lie.
want to.
Have you heard of like the double slit experiment?
No, but
You heard of
that
that?
that
Superior,
time when
the double slit experiment.
I haven't, but when we were on Clubhouse that day, I
Well,
think you and the other guy was talking about it. So I didn't do no further research, but you could tell me.
I mean, it's so interesting. Like, you have to look at it because you have to do your own research because nobody can explain the shit. You know what I mean? So pretty much
Mm-hmm.
they're saying that particles like single particles who you would think would display like point like look this see this is what I mean, like this makes me so baffled when I try to explain it. So think of like a single tiny packet of light, like a photon, and you would think that this photon would act like a single point. Like if you shoot it at the wall, you would think that it would have point like behavior, you know, like so if you do a million points at one time and you do it through two different slits, you think you would have like a line pattern of two slits, if that makes sense, if I haven't lost you already.
You
But
lost me already,
I'm
honestly.
sorry.
My
It's
head
just
is like trying to picture all this shit.
bottom line is they're saying that particles, if you observe them, that's the only way they manifest themselves as a single point, like a particular thing. Like when you observe it, right? But if you're not looking at it, this same particle is a wave. Like it's a lot of different possibilities. So I don't even think I explained that proficiently. It just baffles me every time I think about it. Like the cells that I and you are made of, this theory is pretty much saying that it's only manifests itself into a solid form because it's being observed. If no one was observing me, I would be multiple things. That's why I like the multiverse theory type shit, because you know if you look further into Schrodinger's cat experiment, I don't want to describe that, because if you didn't get what I just said, then you're not going to get
Yeah, I
this.
didn't get
But
it.
bottom line,
No, I get it. I get what you're saying, because I
mm,
always say that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we
yeah,
are,
I
that's some
just
deep ass shit. We are the
I
universe.
just
Like,
yeah, it's just where this is why I brought it up. It's pretty
mhm.
much saying it's only a manifestation that is a certain, like a certain manifestation. It's only fuck, I don't know how to describe this in words. Let me try to do it again. Okay. What it's pretty much saying is that the only reason matter is something that is particular or specific is because it's being observed. When you don't observe it, it can be a multitude of things. It presents itself like a wave, like it's a lot of probabilities. So my question
Mm.
would
Okay, so is it saying it's kind of like a mind control thing? You could make it to what you want it to be, type thing, or is that what you're saying?
it's saying, like it's pretty much saying the universe only exists because we're observing it. We're observing it.
Ooh.
If we weren't observing it, the universe would be a wave pattern of a
So
lot of
basically, the universe is a living thing. Okay, just like,
yeah.
Wait,
yeah, just like Earth is a living thing. Okay, yeah, I
but you
always.
basically saying we don't exist. You don't exist, Carla?
But it's not obviously that's and then this is what tripped me out, because I almost went back Christian because I was like then, but I have a counter explanation, because that was me not understanding and me trying to fill in the blanks with God, right? So I thought about it like, okay, so if this is true and we're only manifested because there's an observer, is God the fucking observer? Like who's
Are aliens
observing?
God? Like Abu said?
Aliens, I feel like this went back to energy. I feel like energy is alive, so that could be the ultimate observer, energy in itself. You know, we are all
Yes,
each other, you know, and that takes
yes.
yeah, me,
There
I'm
you
you.
go. Yes.
So but you see how I quickly was like, did God look at this? Like I was like,
First of all, let's make shit clear. I am not of everybody. I am not gay. I'm not none of that. Okay.
I'm
I
talking to
am not.
Alita, shut up. Okay. No, that's not what I mean.
I'm
Okay.
just playing.
We all are made of the same shit. We all possess the same
Yes.
conscious energy that's not even in this dimension. We are each other experiencing ourselves in different ways. We are the ultimate observer together. That's what I took from it. You know, right after I started freaking out, like, does God exist? Shit, what the fuck? But nah, I just really, it took me back to what I already knew. Like, we are each other. You know, we are this universe.
We are
So
Right.
this
We
I
are
agree.
connected.
yes,
Facts. God is the Greek word guma, Oz, Dubar, wisdom, strength, beauty.
Mm.
Okay.
We aren't singular once we look at ourselves as everything. You'll see there's no difference between anything. There's only one. There's nothing else but you. One singular and plural. One. Right. We're the ultimate
Mm.
observers. I think in the
Yeah.
beginning, like I said, it was our singular consciousness. We were one together. That's why if you get a lot of energies together, that's why you become a bigger God because you're in control of a lot more energies. The cells in our
Right.
body, that's why it manifests us, like this is all collective consciousness in our cells.
So
Cells are conscious.
no, I'm gonna ask you that doing it.
No, ask me now.
No, because I was gonna ask you like, so if a man could consciously like put his brain together and create a baby in his stomach.
No, Alita, no, we're talking about energy. Like we
That's
have men.
energy.
No, we
Wait, what was the
Alita,
question, Alita?
she's trying to shut the fuck up.
I'm
She
trolling right now. I'm trolling. Okay, okay. Low of divine oneness,
right. We're all one. We are one,
all
all one.
connected.
We are connected.
So there is a God. No,
Yes,
I am God.
it's this light, it's this fucking counter, it's this table, it's you superior, it's everything. Because everything that has movement, that energy that's powering everything, that's God. That's our conscious energy moving throughout everything, Even a rock, it's standing still, right? But zoom in on that rock. Those minerals are moving, the electrons, protons, all of that shit, that's our energy, in another form. We're all energy in another form, and the observer is us as a collective. It's not no God.
But
Stop
I feel like black women are gods. We're gods.
We are God.
We are. And the more of us that get together, the more powerful
Mhm.
we are, the bigger the God we become. That's why it was important for the black community to get split up so crazy because
We lost
our
ourselves.
collective consciousness was peace. You can also have a collective consciousness that is not of peace. It could be evil as fuck. You know, there's always a balance, a duality, positive, negative, yin yang type shit.
You said I thought there was no God. I mean, we are God. We
No
are
God of the
energy.
You know
Bible.
what? Let's
There's
not hold
no
on.
God
Let's not use the word.
of the Bible.
Let's not use the term God. Let's not use the term God. Let's use a different term.
I am who I am. I am who I am.
I say energy.
I am Satan.
I feel like it's energy. Energy is the only thing that conscious energy. Only I know my past. I can see my own
Right.
past. I can see my own future. No other God can do that. Unless I tell him, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
I have control of that. I can see, hear, and do a lot of things without even moving my mouth at all or hearing
I could
things.
see that I'm about to drink some of this juice
Like
here.
the great KRS-One said, like that's one of my greatest teachers, like listen to his thought experiment, KRS-One, about it's called the rock star
Mhm.
experiment. And it's so powerful because he shows you that you're God, because we can talk, we can hear without even talking and hearing. It's like we talk to ourselves. Y'all don't think that's weird how we can talk to ourselves within
I
and
could,
also hear it?
and I could smell.
Yeah,
In
you
my,
could
I could
smell,
smell
you can
certain
touch.
shit.
If
Even
if you
yeah,
go deeper,
yeah.
but that shit's weird. Like you can hear yourself talking to yourself, but your mouth isn't moving to make sound vibrations to your ears. So now we're starting to question exactly what sound is. You know what I mean? Because if you're talking to yourself and you can hear it, how can you hear something when you're not talking? So he shows how that energy is God, and I feel like that's
So
that's man.
if we only using like 10% of our brains,
I don't believe that.
I
but
believe
if we use more of our brain capacity, I do probably believe we could probably hear each other thoughts and shit like that.
oh
Like,
yeah.
Yes, probably.
I could sometimes I could feel somebody's thoughts with the energy.
Yeah, you can feel
Yeah.
yeah,
that
yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
You can
yeah,
feel somebody. You can read
yeah.
their thoughts. Like probably not directly, like telepathically. Like yeah, that's probably some real serious like
Mhm.
meditation God mode shit. But
I think that could happen though. I really do
It
believe
can.
yeah,
it can happen.
It can happen. He said, "Let's get into physics."
yeah.
You're good at that, aren't you?
I'm 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 not good at physics. I just I'm just aware of it. Like most people don't know they're talking about metaphysics until they're talking about metaphysics in physics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just energy. We were just talking about metaphysics, us not being our bodies, but the energy within our bodies. That's metaphysics. So I just feel like physics tells you a lot about things that we can't really see. Like you were saying earlier about the eye and how weird and peculiar the eye is. And I think what's even more strange about the eye is that we don't even see everything that there is. You know, we all know we only see a small percentage of the electromagnetic scale, but there's all types of ways to see shit. There's x-rays, you know, we've found ways to see it without our human eyes, but we all know through these CAT scans, right, that there are other ways to see other things. There might be beings that can see only an X-ray, you know.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
So yeah, inhale, exhale,
I need to start doing it. Inhale,
everything.
exhale. When somebody calls me, I don't want to hear from them. I need to inhale, exhale.
Woosah.
Yes. Like, why is this nigga texting me?
He said, "Why is this nigga texting me?" But yeah, just we got a little deeper than I thought we would go, but you know, we're talking about the aliens and shit. I just wanted to prove that the Bible creation story was just weird. You know, from what we do know, we don't know a lot of things, but from what we do know, the Bible creation story seems to be describing a story that was plagiarized, and then they didn't even know what they were doing.
Exactly.
So
Because it don't make any fucking sense. Like people,
they,
we need to have been on here next time. So yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, we got a few people lined up, so
Mm-hmm.
let's give it a little due time. You know, we still got to talk to the LGBT
That's what Bible study
LGBT
Tuesdays.
community. Yeah,
We need to be
yeah, we need Christians on
yeah.
here, Hebrew
Yeah.
Israelites. Shit, we should have put Dominique on here, but blase. We just wanted to point out the sun was created before water, not the other way around, as the Bible describes. And women did not come from men. We
But
obviously
women, the men came from women. Hold on, I'm sorry, but men came from women. That's what I feel. That's what
Exactly. Cause
they,
I birthed the whole man out my coochie. So
everybody came from a coochie.
the fuck.
Who didn't come from a coochie? Raise your hand right now if you did not come from a vagina. Exactly.
Or a
So
stomach, whatever.
that's proof. Right, yeah. Some see yeah. Let's
Mm-hmm.
not forget about the mothers who had C-sections. But either way it go. And
Careful your
I
brother.
argue that she was probably tricked into that C-section because doctors really do the most. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna leave it at
that's
that.
something
Let's leave it at
different.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to the C-section mothers also, you're still a mother. So you still birth somebody. So either way it goes, you came out of a woman.
Creation started through. Hold on. Creation started though. If there was a higher vibration of just energy, then that energy decreased to become physical. Mm.
Hmm.
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 So we're physical energies. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
I think we're physical now because we're becoming, you know, less and less. I feel like I think in the
Mm.
beginning we were all together, powerful energy. We
We can still
divided
be that.
ourselves,
And that's that's why
became
they hate
different
the black
things.
community so much. They don't want us to be with each other because they know how powerful we are.
Our motives are powerful because we just want happiness for our family. We just want peace, love, happiness, safely having fun. You know, the real principles of hip hop, not that barbarous shit that everybody else wants to spread. That's about sex, money,
Some wet ass
stepping on
pussy.
somebody's neck. Our principles are actually true principles that should be upon the earth, but they don't want those principles because thriving scares them. They don't recognize we are all everything and everything is everything. Like if we succeed, they succeed. That's weird. You know, if the whole planet rises, the whole planet rises. They're trying to just rise and step on everybody else. They're killing the animals, you know, not to mention us black people in general. So I feel like
Hmm.
we got to not only take care of better humans, we need to take care of our humans better. I mean, but we need to take better care of the earth. You know, look at the oceans. There's hella documentaries now on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix. These motherfuckers, bro, They got like why you shouldn't eat meat videos. They have fucking why you shouldn't use plastic videos. Like we're destroying this earth, humans, and we're supposedly God's people. God don't know how to create shit. He don't. He fucking sucks. Not to mention,
If he was, you know.
I'm just saying the God that y'all believe, like he don't know how to make shit if he is real. Hypothetically, because we can't
But he
prove
made
or
me.
disprove this motherfucker.
We could definitely disprove it.
With logic, but I'm just saying, like 99.9% of his creations have died. So most of the animals that have ever existed ever on Earth, they are dead. What kind of God is that? I'm gonna leave you with that on Bible Study Tuesdays. So, but that's true. Like, just think about everything that's died. Like, even the ones we know, like the species of tigers, all the birds that are dying off. Y'all trying to kill off all the bees. But just think about before that, the dinosaurs or all the other species.
You just made me feel bad. I killed a bee the other day.
99.9% of everything that has ever existed, not even just animals, plants too, is dead. This nigga likes starting over. Like he be fucking up, restarting, fucking up, restarting. Like God don't seem like he knows the fuck he doing. Unless that's just conscious energy making mistakes and starting over.
All right, listen. There is no God. White people are aliens. Yeah, that's it. Is what it is. Okay.
White people are aliens. So
some of them, not all of them. No, fuck that, all of them. And they created with black people, and they.
Why are you saying that they're aliens?
They're fucking aliens. They look like
how? But how would you? I don't think. I mean, I think the aliens actually fucking left. I don't think they stay here that long. Like, because even if they can live for 27,000 years, like some of the King's lists mention, even the Bible.
We're all aliens at the end of the day.
How do we not live that long though?
Because the way we eat, the pollution in the fucking air.
I'm pretty sure that we used to. I'm pretty sure
I know that we used to. It's the way that we eat, the pollution that's in the air, the fucking cows they keep breeding, all that shit. It's not good for the environment.
I just thought about it. They might be aliens now that I think about it. Because listen, like if they believe like we can never die, really, there's always transforming of energy. If they know this, they can try to make money off of death. You can try to like.
You don't think they're not trying to do that now? You don't think they're trying to do that now?
Like, they don't give a
did y'all hear about Jelani Day and how his brain? They took all his
rest in power. That's so fucked up. They didn't find that. They found him with no organs. All that shit.
No, that's they probably put a hit out on this man, or made him whatever. However he died, probably was them, and they took all his fucking organs.
That shit's sad. Rest in power. His energy would never die. He's gonna be reborn again. But yeah.
But why would they take his brain? Why are they taking what the fuck? Like they must be doing some type of experiments. I don't think he's probably not
LGBTQ.
They give it.
They put it in the LGBT trans.
It's for the trans men.
The trans men and trans women. They put in their brains. They exchange their brains so they could really think they're women.
If you're putting a brain in a different body, ain't that person in that person's body then? If that's his brain, if that's that person's brain, and you putting it in another body.
No, that person already left. That person already left. So what they're trying to do is for the LGBTQ is get their conscious energy out their body and put it into a brain in another body or in the same body. It just don't make any sense. So I sound real stupid right now. So they're trying to give all this shit to the LGBTQ. And so they could really think they was really woman when they was born. So they could really, men or women, like, yes, I was actually born a man. I was actually born a woman. My brain said so, even though it's somebody else's brain, they think it's their brain and it's not. It sounds all stupid because it is fucking stupid, okay?
You just went off, okay? You're crazy, girl.
No, I'm sick of this organ trafficking.
Like, you can't. I don't know. Do you believe you're able to extract energy like that and like move it? Like,
yeah, I do.
You think
if you're that powerful, yes, I think you can.
I hope they.
I think you can, but I don't think they're that powerful to make it work. I just don't. I don't know.
Final question for you two:
mm-hmm.
Do y'all want y'all's consciousness like transformed into like something that can't die, like a robot or something?
No.
You're fine with
Nah.
naturally.
Yes.
Me too. I don't want that shit.
When I die, I want to die. That's gonna be the best.
Mm.
I could be who I want to be when I die. That my energy is wherever, whatever it wants to be.
I'm
So
gonna be a son for a couple of billion years.
right, like
Nah, fuck that. I'm coming back because I want to know who my boys are dating and shit.
Oh my gosh! So
I
you gonna
can
be a
terrorize
ghost? You want to
them.
be a ghost?
I'm probably
Your
am,
energy
so I
gonna
can kick
float
these
around
hoes'
this bitch?
asses. Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna float around this bitch.
Stay away from my son, bitch.
I'm gonna go right into the star, floating there.
Everything is alien. Nothing is in it. It's natural state or place of origin. Thought is the cause of. Oh yeah, you're facts.
Yeah, we
that's
are.
fact. I know white people ain't just alien. I'm just saying there are different species of aliens. I think we are the good aliens, and they just a different species of aliens. And some of them are good. Some of them are good. Don't get me wrong. All white people are not bad aliens. There's some good aliens out there, but you know, I feel like the bad.
The real challenge is changing that energy into positive energy. So let's make a change in the world. It starts with ourselves, though.
Shit, fuck that. I ain't changing for everybody.
Just don't call them aliens out loud.
Why not? They know they're aliens. Some of them, not all of them. But we're aliens too. We're just black aliens.
Okay, let's not say alien. Let's just say negative energy species.
Caucasus Mountains. Did you want to say?
Negative energy species. That's more.
We're niggers to them.
Well, like I said, let the positive energy overcome the negative. So I'll leave us with that. How about you, Superior?
The creation story is bullshit.
What?
It don't make sense.
Oh wait, what are you guys asking?
Oh nothing. We just you have any last words?
I'm trying to leave up with a positive note. I don't have nothing positive to say about the creation.
Well, shit, it's whatever you want it to be. You know,
it is. Life is whatever you want to be. If you fear death, you're going to die.
That's true too. Because if you believe in the multiverse, you know that everything that could happen is happening. So maybe in some reality, Jesus is getting crucified somewhere.
That's funny. I want to see it.
I do too. So I'm just playing that's fucked up.
No, I want to see that shit. Like, oh, your dad was dead, nigga.
No, let's just keep this universe positive energy.
It's not going to be positive all the time.
It's not. But yeah, peace and love to everybody. Thank you for watching. Great.
Hold on.
Let's find a balance. It just means
Facts. I have negative thoughts. We didn't stop
acting like we're perfect. I know we're not perfect.
You were just being an asshole. Just
I know. Exactly. Proof that we are assholes. I am, and I'm sorry, white community.
Yeah, apologize to the people that you created.
I have white people in my family, so I'm not racist.
Remember, we're the observer, so everything we see, we manifested it. So realize you manifested white evil people. Okay, but
how does it feel to be white?
I'm not white.
I just know how to piss you off. That's all.
I'm not white. Anywho, thank you for watching.
No.
Why can't I end this? What else do you got to say, Janae?
I can't hear your phone's breaking up.
Yeah, you in the Matrix, girl.
The aliens got to you.
The aliens got her. Fuck.
God damn it, Jana. You need me to save you.
You ain't saving shit. They coming for you.
I don't care.
Talking about them and shit.
Hold on. What are y'all saying?
What? You're in the Matrix. You in the Matrix, girl. You got something important to say? Something positive?
Are the aliens there?
Are you being abducted by aliens?
Oh shit! I think she's being abducted. Oh, I said abducted. Fuck! I can't pronounce my words. Abducted. Yeah.
It's
okay. It happens to that.
I don't have nothing else to say. I didn't hear what y'all was saying. I didn't hear what y'all was saying.
Oh, you didn't hear us Oh, because you breaking up. We just about to end this live. You know, that's what we were doing. You know, we were just saying thank you to our teen Wade,
Okay.
Wade in the house. Dad, I see your comment, Dad.
Yeah, we're ignoring you on purpose. Okay.
All right, y'all.
All right, bye everybody. Peace and love. Like,
Peace and love.
subscribe.
Believe
All right,
Christ.
y'all.
Ride my eye.
We need to see. We need to talk about, is white people really recessive genes?
Oh, they are recessive genes, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.